Hey, 1 Minute Picker here, and today we're going to go over how you can install The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Wii U. So, what we're going to want to do, and what we're going to want to download, is Wii U Helper. And you're going to want to get there's a particular ROM emulator that you need if you're going to do randomizers. You're going to want to get this ROM here, this emulator. The version of the emulator is 1.6, 26.2F. So that you probably had that installed. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna click on WiiU Helper. And this is the correct version. We're gonna hit install. And it's done. Now, next thing what we're gonna wanna do, we're gonna wanna go to WiiU title keys. We're gonna go to this website. We're gonna highlight the top one. We're gonna hit copy. And hit yes, we are in the United States. This will open. Where do we want to put them? We're going to put it here. We're going to label a new file called WiiU. And we're going to take that title key website. We're going to stick it in there. This is going to open up a prompt for the WiiU helper, which will tell the service, hey, we have a Wii U. We would like to have the title keys. I'll leave a link to this in the description below so you guys can go do it for yourself. While this is going, we can get another thing going. We can get Python, which we need this one. We do need the Python path. So this is required if you wanted to like do Majora's Mask randomizers for like N64, Ocarina of Time randomizers if you want to do that for N64. But you do need this for a particular reason. So the reason is when we go in here, we want command prompt. And we want to go, this is probably copyright music, so we're going to go here. Shut that down. Say we will allow. From here, we're going to want to type in pip. Make sure your computer recognizes it, which it does. Start installing BCML, which is the Breath of the Wild mod loader client. Basically, that's what BCML stands like. Breath of the Wild mod loader client. I'm turning that on because I don't think you guys want to hear the computer in the corner. So when you do this, you just type in BCML ML. This will activate a prompt for Python Breath of the Wild cross-platform mod loader. That's what this is. Next thing we're gonna have to use that, we're gonna need to type in Zelda. We're gonna want this. We're gonna want to go to add everything that it wants, and then we'll hit down. This will start downloading the Breath of the Wild game. And then if you wanted to do like BOTW, put a banana loader. And this is where you could get all your mods and crazy stuff if you want them or what have you. If you wanted to do it, you could do BOTW, randomizer. I'll leave this awesome dude's thing here in yeah, I'll leave this thing linked in the description below. You're gonna need a way of extracting files if you're on the version that I am on Windows. It's Windows 10. It doesn't have a rare and it doesn't have a 7-zip, so I always go with WinRare. I'll leave a link to this in the description below. Everything is here. Also, if you enjoy this content, why not try subscribing? It's free and you can undo it whenever you want to. Nope, sorry, WinRare, I'm good. So now, we have all this. This is still going. It has 3 minutes. But in this client, you can get any Zelda game you want. You notice the ones with the red up on the right hand corner. That means these are unavailable to get. Now, if you were going to use Skyward Sword, you would need a... You could use the Wii U emulator for Skyward Sword. The problem with that is you would probably want to use Dolphin for that. And getting a Wii remote set up is probably the most pain in the ass thing you possibly can do on Dolphin. You also could pair Switch 1 Joy-Cons to your computer to play randomizers through Skyward Sword HD and stuff like that. However, the Switch 2 Pro controller and the Switch 2 Joy-Cons are not compatible with the Bluetooth drivers and Bluetooth chips that are in modern computers or older computers because they don't use Bluetooth necessarily. They use a low frequency Bluetooth that is not available on computers. So it will register as either an audio device, a USB device. Um, it'll come up as an unknown Bluetooth device. If you want to get it working, like the Switch 2 Pro controller, or the Switch 2 Joy-Cons, you're gonna have to go through Steam and put your games you want to play through Steam to your computer. Because Steam will be able to recognize them as a Pro Controller 2, Joy-Con 2s, anything like that. But that's more on the line of if you're desperate enough and you really want them. And then if you're going to do like let's say Skyward Sword HD, and you need to use like a Pro controller. The problem with still going through Steam and going to use a like Rufus, or not Rufus, but uh Switch emulator is the Switch emulators are non-compatible with Switch 2 accessories, controllers, Joy-Cons, cameras, what have you. They're non-compatible with each other. The difference between the Switch 2 and the Switch is the Switch 2 is backwards compatible with Switch 1 accessories. It doesn't go forward compatibility, it goes backwards compatibility. So I hope you learn on how to install this. As I said, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can check it out. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be doing more of these setup things like this. The next one's going to be Dolphin. We'll probably try to do a Switch emulator, but like I said, like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.